Hi guys, Angie the Craftnado, and I'm back again with an unbagging. I don't have the bag here because I still have some other things with it that I'm going to show you in another video. But I was contacted by another company and I told you guys that I am cross-stitch crazy right now. And so I have a few more stamped cross-stitch kits to show you. From a company called DIY, or Let Me DIY. That's the name of it, Let Me DIY. So I will link the shop as well as the links to the product descriptions that I'm about to show you in the description of the video. And let's get into them, and I hope that you like them because I am super excited to get right started on at least one of these kits. So the first one that I want to show you is, of course, you know me, and it are these cute gnomes. So you've got this canvas is going to have these 3 gnomes on it. One of them's holding a honey pot with bees in his hair, butterfly, or no, I'm sorry. The first one has sunflowers. And a butterfly in his hair. The second one has a watering can and a snail up in his hair, or up in his hat, which is very cute. And the third one is a honey pot with a bee up in his hat. And I think that these are just adorable. This looks to be an 11 count counted or stamped cross stitch kit. And I love stamped cross stitch. It's awesome for beginners and experienced cross stitchers alike. So the first thing we have is our picture that shows us what the image is going to look like when we're finished. Then they give you a nice little instruction brochure. So if you're not sure how to cross stitch or how to separate your strands of fabric, and it shows you how to find the corresponding numbers from the chart to find the correct color. What to do afterwards to get your project finished, and a different description of the different stitches that you're going to need, or that you may need. We'll see what this one has. In addition to that, they also do give you a chart, which is if you were working on a counted cross stitch, or if you wanted to stitch this again and you had blank Aida cloth, you could use this pattern to stitch it again. So the canvas that comes with the kit is obviously a pre-stamped canvas, and it is pretty large. It's very, very cute though. It's going to be adorable when it's finished. It is a 60 by 30 centimeter. That's going to be your measurement from finished side to finished side. It's not necessarily going to be your measurement of what you're stitching. So this is not going to be a full cross stitch. It's going to have a lot of empty space. And you know, these guys are so far apart that if you wanted to, you could, to finish this, you could even cut this fabric and separate it and make it into 3 separate little gnomes to finish it, which would be really, really cute. So you do have 2 tapestry needles that are included in the kit. So everything that you need to get started. Over here to the right, we have our chart that gives you the symbols that you're going to need to find the corresponding floss, and you do have your DMC numbers listed again with it. I've never had an occasion when I've worked on any of these kits where I've run out of floss or even close to run out of floss, but it is nice that they give you the DMC number over there just in case. So if you had to pick up a skein of floss to finish it out, you could definitely do that at your local hobby store. Most every place has DMC. So this is a 29 color kit, and this is a lot of confetti in there. So if you're a fan of doing color changes and floss changes, this would be a great kit for you. Again, I just want to point out, in case you're new to cross stitch or new to stamped cross stitch, that the color that you see on the canvas is not representative of the color thread that is going to go into that spot. For example, when you see thread number, or this blue color, which is number 9 over here on the key, that corresponds to DMC number 728. So all you do is you go over here to your floss card and you find number 9. And number 9, excuse Nate, that was him laughing down the hall. Number 9 is this yellow color. And so every place that you see that blue is going to be stitched with this yellow. So let's take a look at our floss colors and see what we've got. Looks like a veritable rainbow of colors. Very nice colors, and this floss looks pretty good as far as silkiness is concerned. You don't want to have too hard of a cotton floss when you're stitching because it tends to burr up easily when you get to the end of your floss, so or of your strand of floss. So this looks pretty good, and like I said, 29 colors, and they're all separated onto this card, so that makes it really easy. You don't have to spool this up or put it on bobbins or anything. It doesn't need to be bobbinated. You have this easy card to work off, which I find makes it a really organized and easy way to work. You just each of these comes in, there are 6 strands in each of these pieces of floss, and you would pull out, for an 11 count kit, you would pull out 3 strands of floss, and that's what you would use to do your stitching. So that's the first one that I got, were these adorable little gnomes, and you know that this is not going to be a gift project. This will definitely be a project that I'll do for myself because I love the gnomes. I think that they're adorable. So I love these kits. They're everything that you need. It makes stamped kits are so nice and relaxing to work on because you don't have to do all of that counting. So let's get into the second kit that I received from Let Me DIY, and the website, they have a lot of cross stitch kits on their site, and they have a really good selection and really fair prices, I think. So here's an image of what this one is going to look like, and I think that that is just absolutely beautiful, and I think that that just will make a great statement piece when it's finished. It's nice because it is going to be, I like that it's round. I think that that's really pretty. And the black against all of those colors, that's just going to look marvelous. So again, you have your pattern sheet with 26 colors on this one, and it is a 36 by 36 centimeter. So it's not going to be too big, but it's going to be just a nice size, and you're only going to be stitching everything that you see in like the yellow. So even though our piece of fabric is going to be square, you're not going to be stitching, you know, these corners up here. You're only going to be stitching the part that's in yellow. And this is a nice kit because it doesn't look like there's going to be a huge ton of confetti as far as constant floss changes. It looks like you're going to be able to stitch quite a bit in one color before you have to go ahead and stitch flosses, which if you're just like sitting down watching TV and you want to just do something and relax, this is a great way to pass the time and get a craft done at the same time. So this is also an 11 count kit. 11 count is about the easiest to get started with, in my opinion. 11 count means that there are 11 squares of Ada per inch, 11 holes per inch. So that's on the bigger end, and that's just fine and dandy. So let's take a look at the colors, and I'm going to leave this sit out while we look at the colors. Of course, you're going to have a lot of black floss in this kit because your entire background is going to be black. And then we have 26 other colors, or 25 other colors of floss, and they are absolutely beautiful colors. This floss also seems very good, nice and silky. I don't think I'll have a problem with it burring or becoming frayed at the ends. So a lot of pinks and blues, some green, a little bit of brown and yellow, some white. So that'll be very, very pretty when it's finished. And yes, I'm excited about this one as well. I'm excited about all of them. I love all of them. So it also does come with 2 needles. So everything that you need to complete the project is included in the kit. Our third and final canvas is one that I am so excited about, and as soon as I'm finished with this video, I am going to get right started on it. Let me pull out the picture and show you guys what it looks like. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that the cutest Halloween image you've ever seen? I love it. It's just the silhouette of a cat with purples, blacks, a castle in the background, and spooky trees and bats and the moon, branches from a tree. Very cute. Very cute. And obviously that one's going to be for Maddie. This one is a 40 by 50 centimeter. And again, you have the printed pattern in case you wanted to stitch it again, or in case you were to get to a point where you couldn't quite read the symbol on the canvas. But they're all very easy to read. I don't see a problem with differentiating between any of the symbols at all. Now, one thing that's interesting to note with stamped cross stitch, because you're going to be, like for color number 4, which is green here on the canvas, you're going to go over here and see that number 4 corresponds with DMC code 552. So you'll go here to your color card and you'll find number 4. And even though number 4 is green on the canvas, it's going to be this beautiful purple color when you're stitching it. So one thing to know, that don't worry about not covering up your ink that is stamped on here. When you're finished with this, when you're finished stitching this, all you have to do is soak this in water, and the instructions are right on this instruction page on how to do that. And all of that printing is going to wash right off of this. So what you'll be left with when you're finished is the grid lines are gone, these numbers are gone, this key is gone, everything is gone. All of this background just disappears after you've soaked this, after you're finished. And I've never had a problem with color fastness on the threads themselves, with having the color from the dye from the canvas bleed through. So that's not anything to worry about at all. And you'll be left with just a beautiful picture. And that's why I love stamped cross stitch. It's just so fun to do. So these are our colors. So we've just got black, blue, purple, gray, little bit of yellow and orange, and some pink. And it is going to be absolutely gorgeous, and I am going to go get started on this right away. I'll put the links to these products in the description of the video, as well as a link to the shop itself. And I will be sure to show you guys an update on this as I complete it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments section. I'll get back with you as soon as I can. And until my next video, I hope you guys all have a great day. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.